Let me get my comments and all that figured out. Oh wow, I see. I guess I can't set that, can I? I forgot to change the name on this thing. Hey man, I forgot to change the name on it. It says standard settings for Exo. Yay. I don't know if I can adjust that while I'm on or not. Oh, it looks like I might be able to. Let's see if that works. One day I'll figure all this stuff out. Let me see here. Hit that like button. Thank you guys. Let me see here. Home. Back to this. Eventually I'll get it. Ha! It says Exo Live now. Yes. Forgot about that whole thing there. One day I'm going to figure all this stuff out. And it can be like awesome. Okay, got everybody here. Let's see. What do we have here? Bob RC, you're here, buddy. And I go ahead and all right, so you're already set as moderator from the last time. So good. Thank you, Bob. All right, so let me see. Shane McLean, hey buddy. George Acosta, Cleveland, Ohio. I bet you it must be cold up there, right? All right, Matt Harris, hey buddy. Addicted to RC, back again, man. Captain, I don't know where I got Scooby at on that, but Captain Cooley. Ooh, the pumpkin. Yeah, you saw that. I got my kit in. I got a bearing set ordered for it because I forgot to realize that, you know, they still ship with plastic bushings. At least I believe that one does. Anyway, I got a set of bearings ordered for it. When that comes in, I'll do like a build video on it and all that. Keegan27. Hey, man. Matt Harris, what's up? So I can get this thing down here. Probably got a big lag between your comments and all that. So, yeah. Hey, look, Steve Pisano. Happy New Year. All right. David Ray. Hey, buddy. Did you check out the new X-Max Pro lines? I did, Shane. And they look pretty darn cool, if I do say so myself. Let me shift this over so I'm a little bit looking at you guys. Troy Gagnon, hello from Middleburg. Really? Which Middleburg? Florida or another state? There are more than one. Hey, Joy Wood. Hey, Joy Wood down here, she helps run the USTE 2021, and that is set for February 18th, 19th, and 20th in Williston, Florida. You guys, if you're into scale trucks, this is the place to be. And then on Sunday, they got the Basher event. And, well, let's just say things fly. A lot of X-Maxes, but you'll see Nitros there, E-Buggies, Truggies, Arma, Traxxas, everything. Phenomenal. I really like the Bash Park. So enjoy Wood. Thank you for stopping in. Heck yeah. Yvonne Thibault, Brunswick, Canada. Amen. Peter, make it happen here in New York City. Cold. I bet it is, man. I've been seeing the stuff. Hey, bro, jump my car with my Max. Okay. Now, Max can easily clear a car. So, let's see here. We've got Arthur Lachter. Would you recommend adjusting the camber on the rear of the DBXC to make it more flat? I like mine to be maybe a little bit in from vertical, just a little bit. I don't race it, so there's no real tuning on that, you know. But yeah, I like them angled in just a little bit. Oh, so Troy Gagnon, You know you're probably 5 to 10 minutes away from me, right? But anyway, Shane McLean, Pastor William, good evening. Hey, buddy. But anyway, make sure you guys check out the USTE. Make sure you guys check that out. Put my address in here in case you guys need to email me for anything. So, ooh, wrong way. .com, there we go. Get that up into there and see if I can get that pinned. There we go. Pin, yay! Awesome. All right, let's see back here. Keys Lab, need a TLR Typhon for your track. You know, the TLR Typhon, as awesome as it is, I mean, heck, that Typhon I got does good. And my track isn't really, you know, really built for a legit racer, you know? It's more for like bashing and having fun, and the dirt fills up the tires and all that kind of stuff. Marcus Landry, hey, buddy. Bob, we got 65 centimeters of snow. Pretty good chunk there, isn't it? Jellymean 191. Chassis or axle mount? I like axle mount for competition. Chassis mount, if you got points and all that sort of stuff, well, you know what? You get a bunch of points for that. So depends on where you're at as to what you want to do. Let me see. How much does Optimus weigh? I think I weighed it at like 6.5. Get that out. It doesn't have wheels or tires on it right now, so I can get you a chassis weight, but about 6.5, I believe. Thornhill, all right. Raz. Hey, Raz. Oh, man, can't wait for USTE. It'll be my first time going. Waco's RC, you're going to love it. It's 3 days of awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. I'll have a booth. There'll be all kinds of vendors there, food trucks, trails. It is awesome. Yeah, it will be. So what do you think, by Marcus Landry, what do you think about the Spectrum Smart Electronics? I've only had a little bit of that. I haven't had their batteries to mess with that, you know, but I can tell you this much. The ESCs and motors seem to be plenty powerful for the vehicles that they're in. Servos, they seem to hold up fairly well, although they're a little slow. I did end up messing up the ESC in the Arma Typhon, but it took a lot of success abuse. Let me tell you, a lot of success abuse. All right, upper left RC. Yeah, Joy, you guys got a lot of stuff going on. You guys are busy right now because it's right around the corner. But you guys are just going crazy getting everything figured out. Albert, I've been seeing a lot of Primal RC videos. Do you have a Raminator? I do not have a Raminator. I'd like to get one, but I think before I get that, I'm going to need a storage unit or something out in the back because it's not coming up the stairs into the room. A little bit too much for that. Hearthstone RC, hey man. Raz blew up his crate in fire this morning. I think I saw a little bit of that, but I didn't have a chance. I had to go back to work today. Work is horrible. I had to go back to work. I didn't have time to actually watch much. Scott Payne, where can we get a sticker from? Right now, if you look up at the top at the pinned post, you see a email. Send an email to me. Give me your address and all that. My RC, hey, chainsaw is back. Just got home from work. All right. What 3S combo would you guys recommend for Arma Centon? 3S is all you need? I don't really have a Centon, but I would guess maybe a Mamba X or a Monster X. I mean, 3S, you should be fine with the Mamba X on that. And then your motor of choice. Raminator needs its own garage. You got that right. You got that right. Thank you for turning me on to Vitavon. You got a bunch of my rift. Yeah, Marcus Landry, Vitavon is top notch, man. Yeah. Hello, did you do a review on the Kyosho Blizzard by Sylvain Paradis? I have not had a blizzard, partly because all I have here is sand. But, I mean, sand, snow, are they even close at all? One is water, one is dirt, so I guess not. They both move, though. Does anyone know if the 1.9 rupture will be too big for a TRX 421 Bronco? They might be a little bit. They might rub a little bit, but a little bit of trimming can take care of that. Oh, and I heard that J Concepts had the ruptures in stock. So, in the 1.9s. So, you might want to go to jconcepts.net and see if they got any more. All right. Nitro Blizzard. I've never messed with a Blizzard. It looks cool, though. Rabid Bobcat. You broke your femur and can't RC. That sucks. Never stock RC. Yojo, what's up, bud? The new Arma Fire team should be called the Cartel Cruiser. Well, you got a point there. You got a point there on that one. It very well could be. Yeah, but I do have one of those ordered. $805 shipped is what that thing costed. Yeah, the shipping was free. The rest was all tax. I need to get a connection at Horizon, don't I? Maybe one day. All right. Have you run the ruptures on Thor? No. Thor really needs a 2.2. The ruptures will be really small. Plus, I'm not entirely sure they'll fit over the portals, because it does have the Vitavon portals in it with the brass and all that stuff. I don't even think they'll fit. Hey, Joe, any new vehicles on your radar by Discovery RC? Well, I've got the team, the new one from Horizon. Heck, you guys just mentioned that. Yeah, the new Arma Fire team. I got that one. Possibly a crawler build by UGRC. And I've been chatting with, hang on a second. I've been chatting with Brazen Scale about one of their trucks. So, probably going to do 2 competition level builds here soon. Or at least get on them and try to get the parts ordered and all that stuff. The crawler course video of the various rigs. So, you guys like it when I run like 3-4 different trucks over the same obstacle? I mean, that's pretty neat. I mean, you get to see all of them back to back, but when you see one fail, you're like, man, was it driving? Was it driver error? Or just was the vehicle not enough to get it, you know? But I don't know. Sometimes going from one vehicle to another, they each drive differently, like going Thor versus, you know, who knows what. Just completely different with the dig setup. Horizon will be at UST. You guys see that? Joy Wood? I got to talk to them guys. Yes. And the fire team is supposed to ship, I believe, on February 2nd. So hopefully it won't be broke by then. Hopefully it'll still be together. I mean, when the guys from 11 Charlie RC headed out here, they beat on it way more than what you guys saw in the video. They beat on that thing, and it took a good beating. It really did. So I was really happy to see it do that. And the fact that it took all that beating, that kind of helped me decide to, you know what, maybe it's worth it to go ahead and, you know, get one. So got on the pre-order. I got the white one with a white camo. So that's the one I've got going. RC Daily is here. Arma Fire Team is a Taliban taxi. Oh, man. I can't wait to see all the characters and all get dressed up, or, you know, made up or whatever they got to do to them to really scale them out, because that interior is pretty cool in that thing. I gotta tell you. Can't believe I didn't get a fire team. Apparently I don't have the right contacts. SFL RC24. I just don't have the right contacts to get in on that list, I guess. Maybe one day I'll get in on that list. Maybe. RC Daily. Now, it's possible I probably will end up with a set of 2.2 ruptures. I sent a guy a link to the 1.9s. They were on eBay just for a few minutes. And actually sent him a link to 2.2s. I'm not sure where the status is on that, but I told him if he can't get refunded and he gets the 2.2s, let me know. I'll buy them from him. Full price with shipping and all that to get them here, because I do kind of want to try them out myself. So that's my excuse to get my 2.2 ruptures, right? Peter, make it do the Remedy where the electric conversion is insane. Yes. I was watching one video today. The guy that had it on 12S had a battery issue. They puffed up a little bit. So I saw that a little bit. RCD, I want the Artful Dodger chassis. I'm not exactly sure what the Artful Dodger chassis is. Julius Santiago, hey buddy. RCD, I talked to Horizon 2. Well, apparently at USTE, Horizon will be there. So gives me a chance to view the sideburns setup work. Okay, not sure about that one. I do like the comparison, but I honestly would love to see you do some tuning videos to make it over those obstacles. I do those, but it's usually, you know, they're not back to back. You know, I mean, I'll make some adjustments, and when I go to make the adjustments, I kind of remember what's going on or what happened, at least vaguely. So I try to do that, and I try to adjust my driving a little bit too. A lot of the failures you guys see is a lot of my driving, you know, so I kind of mess that up. In case you guys aren't aware, when I am driving, I am videoing like this and driving like this and narrating. So, not that one-handed is a crutch for me anymore, right? Yeah, I was driving one-handed before I ever even started recording, like for real. Hey Joe, did you get the Vitavon transmission motor mount for the SCX6? I've got 2 of them on order. I know one of them has already been claimed. It's possible the other has a claim on it as well, but I haven't got 100% on that. So Jesse's RC. Up top in the pin post is my email. You might want to get in on that, because I've got 2 of them on the way. I'm waiting to install the MMX 8S 1260. Yeah, that is an awesome combo, man. I love mine in there. Not saying I won't try another motor, because you guys know how I like to swap things out and try stuff, but it is awesome. Hey, Joe Girding. Hey, Joe, I got 4-wheel steering the SCX6 working today. Man, I can't wait to see that. I would need like another front axle with front portals and all that. But, Joe, did you stay with like servo in the chassis, or did you get the servo on axle mount? Because that looked pretty nice from when I saw that. And guys, check out Joe Girding's channel, man. He's got his SCX6 is insane. And it's insane. The gearing is overdriven by how much, Joe? Like 2 to 1 or something like that. It's overdriven a lot. Lucas, hey buddy, thank you. Talk to Tony from CCR. He gets all the good stuff from Horizons. It does seem like that. But there was a bunch of guys that had those trucks, man. A bunch of them. I got to look at one, video it. I did get to drive it a little bit too. It takes a lot of stuff. All right, everything moved. 11 Charlie. Yep. 11 Charlie RC. Yep. Hey, 11 Charlie RC's on. I saw Bob's. I didn't actually see that 11 Charlie was there. Hey guys, what's up, man? Heck yeah. With you affiliation with 11 Charlie, are you a veteran, disabled, Air Force here? Buddy, I am actually not. I am not. I was in the NJROTC and had plans for all of that. Was ready to go, and well, let's just say a girl happened. So, but anyway, here I am. But Sean Mullenbach, I got the chromoly axle shafts for my. You broke the chromoly axle for your Gen 8? Man, I put those in mine and did reverse donuts, like full throttle, to test those. Those I was able to get a little bit early. The Red Cat hooked me up on those. But man, I was doing reverse donuts with mine, full throttle, and they took it. Wow. Wow, they must have changed something, or you got a really bad tempered set or something, man. Dana Surratt, hey. 11 Charlie. All right, Joe Green. I use all stock parts to do it. Literally the whole front. Only drilled 2 holes in chassis. Okay, so you got the pan hard mount back there and everything. Is that video up, Joe? If it is, I'm not sure if you can post a link down here, but you're welcome to. Go Fast RC, hey. Thank you, man. Art, it's always the same story regardless the dream. Well, my stepbrother's texting me. Let me see. Thank you for that. Yeah, buddy. RC Daily, artful Dodger design. Okay, I'll have to see if I can open that up in a new. Okay, that opened up in a new window. Artful Dodger design. Oh, those are nice. Oh, the Ground Fox LCG chassis. Yes. Was it you that showed me this about a week ago? Yeah, I was looking at that. But I think I'm going to go with, I forget the name again. I already said it. But I got the UGRC chassis and a brazing scale chassis. I think I'm going to go with those two for my next 2 builds. John Bruce, hey man. No, I haven't made a video yet. Literally just got it working a couple hours ago. Well, dude, I want to see some donuts, some cyclones. I want to see that thing spin around like Tom Mintz and Maximum Destruction, man. Because I know you do you still have it geared to the moon? That was really fast gearing. Because of you, I'm about to spend $900 in Vitavon parts for the X-Max. Shazam. Yeah, buddy. Been there. Done it multiple times. Oh, man. It happens. It happens. Yep. RC. Yep. I got it in the other window here. So I'll check that out here in just a few seconds. You think Vitavon is going to make the chassis and rear bulkhead for the X-Max? I hope so, Shane. Because, I mean, he did the front on the Max, and then he did the rear, but he's never made the center for the Max. So, but on the X-Max, sometimes that center reflects. So, maybe. It wouldn't surprise me to see a rear bulkhead for the X-Max coming out of Vitavon. So it would not surprise me at all. Frank, I guess. Yeah, it's crazy on that one. I have gotten to where I sit up and watch Joe's videos after everything and everyone else is in bed to see what he is doing. Man, see, I would like to, at some point, maybe, up in a corner, just set the live going and just sit in here and do whatever. Work on RCs, you know? Could it be eating pizza? Who knows? I mean, that would be so boring, wouldn't it? I mean, just sitting here doing an assembly or something like the little Midnight Pumpkin right there. That thing is still wrapped. I haven't even opened it yet. So I believe that body's got that black chrome because that was the one I got. So they had the black one and then like the chrome black. So I got that one. JD's RC, hey man. Yeah, any updates on the laser nut? I've got that new carbon top support ordered. So that'll be really nice for it. But other than that, the laser nut is just a laser nut. It's sitting in the other room on the shelf where it does most of the time. Yep, that's right. And Marcus, when I do the shipping for the Vitavon stuff, over $100 is free shipping with Vitavon from me, right? Well, guess what? You hit that $100 quick. You have to really try to not get that $100 when it comes to the Vitavon stuff. Go fast. You ever going to try out a nitro or fifth scale? Well, I've got the DBXLE, which is kind of sort of fifth scale. I mean, kind of. But I don't really have a use for nitro. I'm not good with small motors like that. I'd end up, wanting to beat it with a bat. There's Bust Nut. Dude, I'm sorry I'm not able to make you an edit. I've been remodeling my bedroom office entirely. It's okay, man. I'm going to have to pick up that SD card from you because I got somebody else that wants to look at making it for me. Not sure what gear this time. Something more usable. Yeah, Joe, I would have it set where like first gear is like almost as fast as second gear stock, or about as fast as second gear. That way you can actually use both gears. I believe in the last video you couldn't even start in second gear, could you? Because it was geared up so much. I think what I saw on yours, I think about the best gearing that I've seen from you is like when you was close to 1-to-1, was it 35, 34, or something like that? It looked like it was usable, first and second. So Paul Loftus, hey buddy. And I'm still not finished. That's okay, Bust Nut. If you guys want to see some crazy edit work, go to his channel. Just be ready. Yes, the laser nut, as SFL states, it is actually the name of a real vehicle. Laser nut. I know you've had some gear mesh problems on the Axia Rift pinion to spur. What was the remedy for that? Man, Mark, my issue with that, I changed the spur gear and most of the noise went away. I've got some noise back in it now, but I think it's just the pinion wearing on it. So I need to put another pinion gear. I've got a 13 on it. I might go to a 17, just go back to the stock ratio. But yeah, now when I first got it, no matter what brand Mod 1 gear I had in it, they are Mod 1, it would not run quiet. So yeah, it's but I put a spur gear on it and it immediately ran quieter. It was crazy. Have you seen a wheelie bar for a laser nut? I have not seen a wheelie bar for a laser nut. If you're building it into a drag car, man, I hope you got a good rear bulkhead on that thing, so they can really put the power down. But what I've seen a lot of guys do is they'll take a piece of sheet metal or something and they'll make that little wheelie skid on the back of it. So, and you just use the 4 bolts or whatever you find on the chassis to hold it into place. Yo, why is Vitavon so expensive? By Lucas. Well, let me explain a little bit. Arthur Sang owns Vitavon. He has his own shop. He has his own machines. He builds everything in-house. So he has hands-on of all of his stuff. Nothing is farmed out. He actually has people hired in his private companies you can get in China. And it's all made. I mean, right there. It's all CNC, billet. It's not like it's farmed out, So, and he has a lot of quality control in his, especially when it comes to the alloys. Legit 70-75. Dan Woodruff, is that a Midnight Pumpkin over there? Yes, sir, it sure is. I finally got that thing ordered and it is in. I am waiting on a bearing set for it. I forgot that Tamiya ships with plastic bushings. So, and I'm not going to assemble it until I get the bearings. I haven't even cracked the seal on it yet. I really want to do that. I could do it right here, I guess. Just to take a look at the body, see what it looks like. Go Fast Cars. I work at a Traxxas store, and I got some really cool stuff coming from my X-Max. Got it all at a discount. Okay, Go Fast RC. I need a Traxxas Max long wheelbase body, the Max V2. I need that body. I've got everything I need to convert my Max to the V2. I just need the body. Like, literally, that's all I need, Go Fast RC. James McDiddy, does your K8 or 08 click? Mine click when I hit the throttle or brake. Buddy, usually when mine clicks, something's broke. It could be a messed up bearing. It could be a bearing in under load. It could be clicking, throttle or brake. I would check those bearings, make sure everything is in place on that, because I have replaced quite a few bearings on my Creightons and the other one too. Well, if you were here for the last live, you'd keep your nuts tight. Yeah, Hearthstone RC. Yeah, we talked about wheel nuts quite a bit, didn't we? Yes. Is there any other motor you like to run yours on? I'm all tore apart now, so I was thinking I should change that too. Obviously 8S. Joe Girding, I gotta tell you, man, I really like the 1260 MMX 8S. I'm running a 14 tooth on it right now with the Vitavon mount. You can go nuts on pinion gear, like you already know. So that might be a good option, and it fits nice and easy too. So, I mean, it's got the 5mm shafts, so you may have to work on pinions, but depending on how big your pinion bearings, your pinion selection is, a 5mm bore. But I think you had like the big 56 113 motor in there or something like that, 1340. Nope, I have not done ISDT ESC 70 yet. Have not. I believe maybe it's you been messing with me about that. I guess I need to get one ordered. My antique RC buggy from MRC has those brass bushings. When I find some parts to update it, I'm using all sealed bearings. Yeah. I remember Tamiya had the brass bushings, the plastic bushings, all that stuff. And Matt Harris, are you keeping the Midnight Pumpkin stock? Yes, because I don't want to go crazy and break it. It will get bearings. I probably won't use the stock ESC, but maybe. I'm not planning on anything more than 2S on it. The transmission is like the Grasshopper and all that. All like ABS plastic gears, unless they've updated. Maybe they're nylon. But yeah, I'm not planning to beat up on that truck very much at all. So, and I will be putting the stock motor in it, I think. I do have a few used motors I could put in, a 540 size. One of them might be a good motor. I'll have to look through my motor bin. It might get a modified motor in it. But do you have any tips by Ashley on how to mount RC four-wheel drive stamp steel rims? Yeah, those can be a major pain. The tires are a big part of that. What you may want to look at, and this is an older model, I always keep this up top. Something like the B-Lock Buddy from DSM. They've updated this quite a bit. So, but you can put this on there and actually like squeeze your wheel in, and it'll pull it in, and then you better get to the actual B-Lock bolts or whatever to hold it together, unless they're that diameter right there, which is about 1 inch. If they're within that diameter, then you probably won't even be able to get to them. Maybe through here, maybe. You might be able to get into them on that one. But yeah, I keep that up there just because you never know when you're going to need it. It's a nice tool to have. When is the next by RC? When is the next live on Instagram? I have never went live on Instagram. Never went live. Well, this is the only live I've ever done is on YouTube. So, what's your verdict on anti-foams versus traditional style foam? This is from Lucio Garnica. Anti-foams all the way. Absolutely all the way. Any and every new competition build I get will have anti-foams in them. There's just, they are that good. And I'm not exaggerating. They really are. I might want to check. I think my Repop lunchbox came with ball bearings. It does have an ESC. Let me check that real quick. If it has bearings in it, then that means I can go ahead and go for it. That says includes electronic forward and reverse speed controller. This is the metallic special. Okay, we did a coil spring, front and rear suspension, highly detailed drill injection molded body. 30 with 540 type motor, sealed gearbox with differential, 115 millimeter diameter monster size tires. I do not see anything about bearings on this. And I kind of want to keep it I think it's got bearings. I think you're right. Well, I guess I've got some spare bearings on the way. That's awesome. That means I can go ahead and start building this thing. You guys want to see the body of this? Because I'm totally interested in the body of this thing.
I'm not sure I understand.
Siri. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and open this up because I want to see the body of this thing. It's got the special metallic. So, Picra. Remember to hit that like, Bob. Thank you. Tim Clark. Any suggestions on how to reduce slop in an Element IFS? Man, you can do everything. That thing just has slop in it, buddy. I think it's got so many moving parts that it's just sloppy. All right, Frank D, glad to have you. Vaping case. Hey, buddy, love the videos. Thank you. What is your long-term thoughts on Vanquish Phoenix? The Vanquish Phoenix is awesome. All right. Oh, man. See, I want to do all this for the video, but look at these little bitty tires. Oh, my God. I remember this thing being bigger when I was a kid. A lot bigger when I was a kid. Okay, let's see here. ESC, maybe it's got the bearing somewhere down in here. Oh, this brings back memories. Maybe it's got them in here. I might wait just to make sure, but gotta see this body. Oh man, look at that. Woo, that is beautiful. Oh, wow. That is awesome. I'm gonna have to put a different body on it when I go bashing on this thing. I'm gonna have to drive it really easy. That is beautiful. Look at that. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and check. Let's go and check for them bearings, because I mean the bearings are supposed to be here like Thursday or Friday. All right, we've got the little bitty chrome wheels. Here's the gearbox. Plastic bushings in there. Little bitty bolts. Phillips head screws. Look at that. Phillips head screws. Let's see here. More bolts with Phillips head. We've got Looks like the rear axle shafts right here. Got some gears, more gears. Old Mabushi. I'll probably put a different motor in it. But right now I'm not seeing the bearings though. I see bushings, all that stuff. Oh man, okay, I gotta get back to these questions, man. Let me see. Mine had bushings, had Robert DSM, sim bearings. Mine is for a lunchbox. The lunchbox is the same thing, just a different body. That's the ESC right there. Look at that little chassis. Wow. I'm telling you guys, I remember this thing being so much bigger. See, now on my surprise for making the video, because seeing all this, going through this is now going to be old news to everybody seeing this video. Chrome parts right there. I like shiny things. That's like the bumper my frog had on it. Parts. Putting this together is going to be like a trip down memory lane. I don't see any bearings yet. Okay, I'm glad I ordered the bearings because I don't see any bearings anywhere in this thing. So, yeah. Now, there is another vehicle that I'd like to get, and for some reason I've been wanting to get it for a while, but I just haven't. That would be the Grasshopper, which is very similar to this as far as the chassis and all that. It's just got, obviously, a different, you know, I'll never get all this stuff back in here now. But it's got, obviously, the different body and all that. See, I gotta pack all this back in so it looks legit when I open it for the camera. Yep, I'm glad I ordered the bearings because I do not see them anywhere in here. I believe what that may have been was, okay, tune-up parts. I didn't read. Tune-up parts. Yeah, oil-filled dampers and ball bearings. That's fine, that's fine. I got mine off of Amazon, I believe it was. But that body, man, look at that. Oh, man, I'm glad I got this one. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I'll never get all this back in here now. I'll take it. Now, when I go to open this, you guys will know the story behind why it wasn't sealed when I do the video. It's still not perfect in there. Aren't first time opening them. It's Tony CCXRC. 95% of them are absolute legit. This one right here, I'll just have to explain. I opened it up on live, but yeah. Sometimes I do got to get a peek at them. But all right, now back to the questions here. Back to the boring stuff. Let me see here. I done showed you guys all the chrome and everything. Chrome Gets You Home by Bob's RC. You got that right. Don't drive around any cars that glare will cause a wreck. It is nice and shiny, isn't it? Creepy Crawler. Hey, man, Tim Clark, say no to Phillips. Yeah, but I mean, I kind of got to. I mean, I've got a Phillips head screwdriver right here. This one, I haven't been able to lose it. Well, I've lost it like 8 times, but this is probably 40 years old, this old screwdriver. It keeps finding its way back to me. I'm going to call it Chucky. Mechanical speed control. Great. You got an original Grasshopper. Man, yep. Are the tires dry rot at SFL? 10 pounds of poo in a 5-pound bag. I don't know. Is there any honey in that? Creepy Crawler, 50K giveaway. I don't know, man. I got a ways to go. Giveaways would get crazy right now. I can't imagine trying to go through all the comments and all that, but 50K would be nice to get. My world. Oh, I see your comment all the way. Just got a rock by Tony CCXRC. Like I said, about 95% of them are legit unboxings. Open them up, all that. Every now and then I do peek at them. Yep, I got you. I get it. What's a good winch to buy? Buddy, you can pick your own brand. 3BRC's got a good one. Reese has a good one. Holmes has a good one. There was another one, this guy, 8274 replica scale. I hear that one's good. I know the Reese, Three Brothers RC, and Holmes are good because they're made out of quality stuff. What's your rec on a Holmes Hobby Crawlmaster Sport 550 for an element? For an element in that, if you're going to sit back, if you just really want to crawl, go with like a 12 turn. If you wanted to move out a little bit, if your terrain is sandy, this is for Gallon of Moose. When your terrain is sandy, maybe try the 8 or 10 turn. The 8 turn runs really good, and it can crawl. Okay. Joy Wood is still on here. All right. Better see that Tamiya getting sent at your compound. I might do that. I might send it. I might take that body off before I do. But heck, this thing is so small. I mean, for some reason, I just remember them being so much larger when I was a kid. So, Yvonne did bought any suggestions for a good trail truck? TRX4 Sport, Yvonne, you can beat the heck out of that thing and keep going. Otherwise, Element Ecto. He always peeks. Marcus. Black Sheep, hey. Bustnut like Angry Joe will call you Happy Joe unboxing. Now, Bustnut had a Midnight Pumpkin back in the day. And I'm telling you, I think that thing was bigger. I tell you what, I wish I would have got, in which I didn't have a way to even get one at that time. They were super expensive for that time period. Was the Marui Big Bear, I believe it was. Those are big money right now. At least from what I've seen, they're expensive. They were expensive back then too. Want them SCX6 anti-foam by Scott. Me too, buddy. Me too. The heavier my SCX6 gets and the more the tires and foams break in, it's almost like they're breaking in and just getting worse and worse with every run. So yeah, hopefully we'll have something soon. The muscle winch. Yeah, the muscle winch, CCXRC, that's from, heck, the one that Dixieland RC carries. I forget the name of it. You'll post it up, right? Hopefully, because I forget the name. Boom Racing, that's it. Boom Racing. What is your thoughts on 2.2 wheels and tires on a trail rig? If they fit, if they get you the look that you're after, by all means do it. Have fun. You're on the trail, have fun, man. Just go for it. We saw the Clodbuster. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Blackfoot. That thing was legendary. Me and Bustnut here, we went to the Hobby World and I had the Traxxas Sledgehammer. I think it was a Traxxas Sledgehammer. He had the Tamiya King Cab. I believe it's what he was racing there. And we were in our own class. It was like the introduction to the modern RC. You know, where the Blackfoots were the king back in the day. And I remember the guy saying that he was looking at our times. Oh, the Royal Crusher. He was looking at our times. There's not much of a difference. Me and Bustnut walked the field easily. We just went way on around it. And I see Hillbilly Adventures, Royal Crusher, Dude, I had a roller crusher back in the day, but I remember on mine, it's crazy I remember this stuff now, but the transmission, the way it was set up, if I tightened it all the way down, it would bind the gears. I never could find the bind on that. So I just kind of had to leave it a little bit loose. But yeah, four-wheel steer monster truck. That thing was awesome. I bet it's all brittle now, though. It's been forever. Yeah, 1990. Heck, that's what, 32 years? Man, that was awesome. And I think that one came with ball bearings, didn't it? I believe that one actually came with bearings. Oh, man. I remember that. I actually had a roller crusher. It's a long time. Know if anyone has come out with a pan-hard brace for the axle side of the SCX6 stock axle. Yes, Vitavon. You can get the you can get C-hubs, aluminum C-hubs from him, and it actually has a pan-hard mount on that, so that eliminates your flex at the axle. Or you can do the brace like what I showed on the video with just some scrap aluminum, something you can get your hands on and make that happen for basically free. But the nice aluminum parts, they're kind of nice. Marcus, have you been able to look at the Spec RC aluminum B-locks? I'm not sure I know what a Spec RC aluminum B-lock is yet. No, I don't think I have. Why is it, Glenn Stauffenberg, why is it you never run 2.2 on any of your crawlers? I do run 2.2s on my crawlers. The Thor is 2.2, and the Wendigo, which is not really a crawler, is 2.2. The Rift is 2.2, but yeah, as far as crawlers go, but basically Thor is my only 2.2 crawler. The rest is all just, you know, regular 1.9 stuff. Is there a censored motor for the Losi Super Rock Ray? That takes a short can motor, about like the 5687 size from Hobby Wing, and I do not believe there is a censored motor at that size yet. Bass Guitar and Chicks by 1981. Well, yeah. Yep. I'm with you there, old flapping lips. When I started getting back into RC, the first one I looked at was a Sledgehammer. Man, now they got the Sledgehammer tires, not so much the whole truck. It's, man. You know, if Traxxas was to redo the Sledgehammer like it was, the same body and all that, if they could get the licensing and all that back, even if it was licensed, I'd probably buy that just to have it. But I do remember when I first got mine, I got it from Tower Hobbies, and that Tower Hobbies has been around a long time. And I had it out, and I was driving it, and I jumped up, and apparently I was unaware that you got to let up on the throttle when you land, and I spun the U-joint thing off the I spun the outdrive, the plastic outdrive off the output, and ended up calling. I may have actually had to physically phone call now on a landline. It was either Tower or Traxxas, and they sent me one. So, yeah, they sent me one. I got a replacement for that, which was pretty darn awesome. A little stretched. I pulled my tires off the STRX 4 Sport. They're a little bit stretched. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done that one. You might could stretch them on the 2.2. Some wheels are better for that, or some tires are better for those versus others. Some just look better on them, some don't. The Maruri Samurai, yes. Matt Harris, I have a Traxxas Hawk too. I had the Blue Eagle, and then I taught my dad into getting the long arm kit. So that was like back when they went from the little bitty short arms to the actual big ones, you know. So yeah, that was like, man, the Traxxas Blue Eagle was awesome. But Traxxas went into bashing, so I left some screws out of my kit. Got to remember to put those back in before I start all that. All right, so greetings from the Netherlands. Hey, man. Okay, I don't know what you're looking for here. Everything moved around on me. I was looking at the bolts. Now that TRX4 Bronco is available in all these new colors, are you finally going to start pushing yours a bit more? Yeah, I really take it easy on that truck, don't I? It's got mild tires. They don't do very well on the ramp. They're okay. Maybe. I don't know yet. It's still sitting over there looking all pretty. I don't even think I've rolled that on the rocks yet. So, the real question, are you coming to Axial Badlands this year? Me and Dudes at RC are going to be there for sure by Hillbilly Adventures. Buddy, I am working the channel as hard as I can. I am working the affiliates. When you guys hear me talk about all that, I am about to start on a website so I can actually start selling product. I'll probably go ahead and get my EIN, my business license and all that and start selling some stuff. It'll be exocagedrc.com. Obviously, Vitavon will be on there, Reese, Holmes, stuff like that. I'm trying my best to get or to go full-time YouTube. I've only got 44,000 subs right now. My goal is at the end of this year to go back January 3rd or 4th, collect all my vacation pay, and see you later and do this full time. If I can successfully get this year done, if I can build up enough this year, and it takes the help from you guys, I can't do this without you guys, but if I can somehow get myself free of work, be able to self-sustain from the channel, which is kind of a tall order, even at like 50,000 subs, you know. If I can do that, absolutely, I do plan to start traveling and getting to some of these events. I absolutely do. So, but I got a lot of work to do between now and the end of 2022. So with any luck, 2023, I can start driving, start coming out and seeing some of you guys in these different events and all that. I absolutely would love to, you know, come out, cover the event, you know, get videos, meet all you guys. I think that would be awesome. I really do. Right now, the only event that I really get to go spend a lot of time at is a USTE, and that's about 2 hours away from me. So I got to put in vacation time for that. So, but anyway, yeah, got a little sidetracked there because I've got plans. I really want to make my way away from the waking up every morning, going to work and all that stuff. So, all right. Ali Creed, new to RC. What's the best site or page? Ali's Creed, check out Jack's RC Recycle and Repair. He does a lot of repairs, obviously, and he does sell a lot of used vehicles. He has a Facebook group, Jack's RC Recycle and Repair. So make sure you check him out. He's got all kinds of stuff. His name is Sean Larman. So definitely message him when you get on Facebook. Great dude. He'll work with you for real. I have an old Nitro SFL. I think it's worth converting to electric. SFL, probably not. I'd probably try to find somebody that's really into Nitro. See what you can get out of that, and then just buy an electric. All right, it's more to it. You convert the old Nitro Revo to electric, and you're gonna have driveline problems, especially brushless. Insane power as compared to most of your Nitro stuff. Your racing Nitro stuff, like the 21s and all that, those are strong. Most of your Nitros, especially like an old Nitro Revo, yeah, electric is bam, power. Nitro, you kind of got to rev up. Whole different abuse to the drive line. What size are the body posts that fit in the spare time hobbies mount? Your standard Axial 1/10 body posts fit in those mounts. At least mine do. And the last one that I built, I did have to kind of shave them a little bit, but they did fit. Luke Vandersmith. Right now, I am basically working 2 full-time jobs. I've got my job, which is 40 to 50 hours a week, and then drive time about 62 hours a week. Then come home and immediately go to work on this. So basically, I'm 2 full-time jobs right now. On eBay, there are some sledgehammers. I come across those every now and then, but I haven't seen one that I really want to throw down for just yet. If you kind of zoom in on some of the pictures, some of the A-arms and all, I guess just from age, it's cracked and starting to split. But I have seen some of those, Matt. I saw Talbot comment on your aluminum bulkheads. Which one? It must be recent. I did not see that yet. But thank you. Yeah, Kevin Talbot, he's the man. I mean, he makes his videos. It's like oh, steady spin, 8S or bust. Oh, buddy, you're about to get it. But yeah, it's like you watch a 10-15 minute video from Kevin Talbot, and it's like 3 minutes because he just packs so much in there. The dude's awesome. Gary Weiniger. All right. Hey, man. J American Joe, Jago, that would be create an imbalance badly. I have no idea. Let's be talking about the nitro conversion. Bust Nut 33. I am busy. I ended up taking out, you see the tires of it right there. I took out the Red Cat Danchi. Did that on the drive tonight. I still got to edit it and all that. So let's see, a Corley Punisher. I see Mod 1. They have awesome power. Where do you get that on, like Amazon or something? Corley Punisher. I'll see if I can find it. Yeah, I haven't. 2 L's. Corley Punisher. Okay, that's a big race trucky, kind of like the Creighton. Hey, Rob, dude, thank you. Can you give a full breakdown of what's all in SV2 Yellow Cliffhanger? I sure can. Give me just a few seconds. So I see the Corley 171 Punisher 6S 1/8. Kind of reminds me of a Creighton. But with the Corley Punisher, Shane McLean, what have you broken on that? I'm curious if you can get parts and pieces for it and all that. SV2, what you're asking about. Let's go ahead and get that over here. All right, so SV2, I actually competed with this, and you guys will see the video soon at the Barbarian. That is SV2 right there. Tires are still dirty from Barbarian in Lake City. What this has, $15 or $16 carbon chassis off of Amazon. Simple, easy chassis. It's just a 10-2 kit is all it is, the builder's kit. You can see the axle. They don't have the bolt-on mounts or anything. They are as light as you're going to get. The transmission is a plastic 3-gear transmission. It has the plastic lower gear in the transmission as well. And the Vanquish dig with a 99 micro. And I got that mount when I was making the video. I forget the guy who commented. He had the mount. Oh, there's a leaf in there still. But anyway, he had the mount from one of his previous builds or something, and he needed the larger mount. So we just basically did a trade. So it worked out great. I got the micro mount, which is actual Vanquish and all that. So it worked out good. You can see the Holmes Chromemaster Mini ESC. I've got a decased FlySky GT3C hack radio on it. This way I've got Momentary for dig. I've got a Castle BEC. You can see that right here, because this ESC does not have a BEC. Now the newest versions that he's got coming out does have an internal BEC. Got a Reese 444 smart winch with the programmer. You can actually change the firmware and make it into a servo. Ovonic 500 milliamp 3S right there. So it's got a Holmes Revolver V2 1400 kV snub nose. And I believe it's got like a 11 tooth pinion gear, and I think it's got like a 54 tooth spur gear on it. Tires are Proline Crawler Predators. It's got the anti-foams in there. No tuning rods at all. And the Punk's custom 3D carbon wheels. The front bumper is also Punk's 3D carbon as well. So it does have, make sure, yep, it does have brass axle knuckles on the front. So it does have those. And pretty much that's it. Stock shocks, stock oils. Really, the thing runs great. And then the obvious Proline body. All right, get this back on the shelf. Back into there. All right. All right. It was about stuffing BBs in there. I think I know what you're talking about. All right. Ruptures on the antifoams worth a try, like Luke Vandersmith. The ruptures are a little bit larger of a tire, and the antifoams are not the proper size for that. Let's see, get a couple more of these. I'm gonna invite you to do some crawl. As far as the contest idea, you guys are welcome to come out here and crawl anytime. As long as I'm home, you guys are welcome anytime to come to the Exoplex. So, you like my spare time hobby 3-build with a VFD? Yes! That looks really awesome how you got that in there. I love how the VFD and all that is. And it's the twin, so you actually got me thinking about tearing mine apart, tearing my Vanquish apart over there and trying to build something with it. Because the selectable overdrive is really neat, man. It really is. Andrew Ritchie, I see you. Okay, I got to get caught up here. Claire's RC had a video on corally problems. I'll have to look that up, Matt. I mean, all RCs have problems, but heck, you know, can I get parts? And if I can, how fast? Joe, do you run an MT410? I do not have an MT410, but I have a Techno ET40. Oh, excuse me, the ET48.3, and it is awesome. 8S Castle system, but on 6. That's about the same as a built Max V2. The Techno is not the same as a Max. No, it's not the same as a Max. The Techno is based off of a purebred race truck. It's like the Truggy, like the the 1.8 Truggy on a e-buggy chassis. They are phenomenally awesome, but they are not a Max V2. And I wouldn't really mess with the 8S Castle system. Just simply go with the, because you don't want the 8S Mama Monster X 8S. It has a weird thing when you let off the throttle and kind of touch it, like it tries to match the motor RPM, kind of almost like a crawler. And I've noticed that on the on my XLXs and all that. I would just go with a regular Mama Monster X 8S or Mama Monster X 6S. That's a much smoother ESC for that truck. How do you get your Crawlmaster Minis? I got them when he had them. That was how it is, and I can't get them anymore. I'm waiting for the new batch to come in. I heard that he's making some progress on parts and pieces, and the new Crawlmaster Minis may be called the V2. I'm not sure on that, but they got bigger FETs and a built-in BEC, so it's definitely going to be a huge upgrade compared to the ones I've got right here. When I see these things go up, I'm going to try to get 4 or 5 of these things. So when he posts up on his YouTube channel or Facebook in the Homes Facebook pages, you guys be ready, because I hope I'm ready. I want about 5 of them. I only need 1, but you know, having some spares, it's worth it. I really like that ESC. Money on the MT410 kit, Max V2 cheaper by Money Honeychuck. Yeah, the Max V2 may be cheaper in the end, but you put the 410 and the Max V2 on a racetrack by any chance? If you put them on the racetrack, the 410 will eat its lunch. The 410 is race bred, even though it's a little short. It's a race bred truck. It's on that comment there. I want to talk about. I had a eRevo years ago, and it was souped up. It was just awesome. I mean, like, man, run laps around everybody else. And then I raced an actual legit truggy. I think it was Techno Conversion Mugen or something like that, and could not keep up. And then the guy gave me the controller to the Mugen. 2 weeks later, the eRevo was gone, and I had a truggy. I had a real race truggy. There's a big difference. There really is. I did not believe it until I actually got it, you know. All right, let's see here. All right, here we go. Earl Moorhead just did a 410 build, $700 or so. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Should make a living Punisher. I need to find out if I can get parts for that. I mean, I'm not opposed to getting that. I mean, I've never had one of those before, but Mark Vesser, I'm from Connecticut. Hey, buddy, a little cold up there. I need to get a real crawler and make my way up there. I'm only have a Thunder Tiger Hilux CR12. Well, South Florida RC24. Oh, did I finally get it right? I've been calling you SFL. Man, get that get the Element Ecto, man. Great truck. Just a little bit. Hello, Joe. What is your top 3 favorite RC you own? I'm gonna go with the Widex Max, the SV2, and Rift. Have you ever had any WPL by Vinnyland? I did have a little truck, the little military truck. Yeah, don't mess with that. Don't mess with it. MT Fortune, all the everyday Max is a jump compared. Guy on the Moose, yeah. That Techno will run circles around that thing. The only way the Max can keep up with the Techno is if the Max has a good driver and the Techno doesn't. Not that the Max is bad. The Max is awesome, but it's not a Techno. I'll be your go-to BEC for a high-power steering servo. I'm assuming you're talking about the big fifth scale servos. Those really need direct power. And the reason I say that is they'll drag down a 10 amp BEC pretty quick. But I really like the Castle 10 amp BECs. This is Nasty Trucker. They're tunable and all that. Plus, they're a little cheaper than the BEC 2.0s. And they can be waterproof as long as you dip them with some stuff like this right here, like some Hellfire. You just kind of pour that down into the blue bodies of them, the blue heat shrink, and it'll seal them up, and you're just good to go. How much are you into the SEX6 with all the Vitavon stuff on it by Glenn Stauffenberg? Roughly $4 grand. Midnight Pumpkin on the shelf. Yeah, Andrew, you missed it, man. I had the whole thing out here, the chrome body and everything. I guess that was maybe 30 minutes ago now. Now we are at 73 minutes into this. Holy man, we are rocking this thing. Let's see here. Large diff. Okay. I wrote you about part Shane McLean. Yeah, you said that the Shane McLean, similar to the Creighton. Yes, you can get parts. Yes, are we stronger than ARM? Okay, I'm glad I scrolled up. But a center brace, aluminum braces, maybe hubs for the pivot balls. Stock comes with aluminum center diff. I may have to give that a shot, Shane. I mean, got the Techno Truggy, but that would be more Truggy-ish for my track, right? Yeah, sometimes I get talking about who knows what, and I miss comments and all that stuff. Jeff Ramsey, hello from Hawaii. I've been watching your videos on the Ecto. Ecto is awesome. It really is. Mike Morrow, what's up? Well, got a Midnight Pumpkin up there. Get to build that as soon as my bearings come in. That is that 6 is a monster. Yes, it is, Bob. You can get parts easy for Coralie. Let's see. I see Coralie right there. It's $5.49 on Amazon, and if you price that as opposed to what we're getting most of our stuff now, that's actually cheap. That is actually cheap. I know it's crazy, but heck, $805 for that team, fire team. Coralie. Oh, messed up that one. That's not Coralie. Punisher parts. Let's see if there's anything on Amazon. I see something from Balana. Blue stuff. Okay, and then I see Marvel's Punisher stuff. I don't need those parts. Nail gloss. A bust nut. It's supposed to be a urethane coating, but it's very possible that is very similar to the nail gloss clear. Anyone know what team associated diff might work on the Element IFS housing? Ooh, that I have no idea, Tim. The early module. Yeah, South Florida Ecto 1080 ESC Holmes 10 or 12 turn Crawlmaster Sport 550. The stock servo is actually good until you completely kill it, but the stock servo is actually good on that. Luke Manor, yeah, about 4. There's a few more parts and pieces I have coming for it as well. So, yeah, pretty much NSDRS1, it really needs a good, because you got full power, and yes, it's 5th scale servo. Yeah, you need to look at maybe the 8S Castle BC. I think it's got 20 amps on it. You can volt it up, and hopefully that'll get you done. I know when I tested, like, I think it was maybe the DBXLE servo in there, and I had a BEC on that, and you can still hear it dragging it down. That was just a 10 amp BEC though. The bigger castles are, you know, they got a little bit more to them. Team Coralie, old school. Arma stole their colors. Well, I mean, if it's that close to Arma, no, I'm not getting another 6S Arma. I'm good on Armas now. I get that fire team in, I'm good. Robert Gibson, Joe Witch, Broomstick. RC, did you like the Patel tires on the most? Patel tires? I'm not sure what you're asking on that one. Get some soft anti-foams. I got some soft anti-foams. How to try to no tuning rods on my 5-pound negative G. I would try no tuning rods to get started with that. You may be totally happy with that. The tires, they'll absorb, they'll flex, but you'll get almost zero side roll. The first thing that you'll notice is steering accuracy. It's awesome. It's awesome. Hi, I've never seen you live before. Thanks, Jerry Watson. Glad you caught me, buddy. You'd be surprised what you find on Amazon. I have looked on Amazon. That was how I came up with that little grave digger that does the nose wheelies and all that. That thing is awesome. I gave it to the grandkids when I was up around Christmas. I just left it there and let them have it. I got back and I had to order another one. So I've got like one that's only been running inside right now. I had to get another one. And actually went from $49 to $39 as well. Never got a response from a comment I left earlier. What did you ask? What was that intentional? Regarding you ban yourself. Regarding banning myself from competing on my course. Yeah, Mike. The reason I don't compete at my course is because I drive everything. I have driven just about every line you could possibly imagine back there, and there's absolutely no win for me. I get the win. Oh, you won on your own home course. I get beat. Oh, I beat you on your own home course. There is no win for me at all. At all, man. None. And no, I don't intentionally miss comments or questions, buddy. Wiz, hi, what springs would you recommend for the Arma Creighton 6 SV5? Honestly, I don't have a Arma 6S Creighton V5, but most of the time I just simply run the stock springs and oils. You're probably going to want, if you're doing big jumps, it's still going to bottom out. It's still going to bottom out hard, especially on big jumps. That's just kind of designed into the system, believe it or not. Might bump it up a little bit. I mean, I don't have one of those trucks, so I can't tell you or give my thoughts on it. But yeah, when I give reviews or comments on vehicles, it's usually because I've had them, or I've been able to borrow one, drive it a little bit, or get the feel for it. So yeah, I try to have some experience with the vehicle before I review it or give advice on one. No Free Rides is back. Sorry, Pedal Tires. Which RC did you like among the pedal tires? I really like the pedals on the SCX6 is awesome. The DBXLE is dangerous. The little paddles on the Arma Typhon is awesome. On the Rift is awesome, but I haven't had them on anything I didn't like them on yet. Now keep in mind I'm in Florida, so there's a lot of sand around here. I have a set of 2.2 Traxxas tires, quite a bit smaller diameter. Yeah, those are like off the 6x6 or the Mercedes. And yeah, it's kind of it'll be kind of weird coming up with the right foams on those. You may have to make something for that. Tim Clark, buddy, like I said, it's a no-win situation for me right there. No win. I cannot win in my backyard. Even if I lose, it's even worse. So how would a Holmes Magnum with deep BRXL ECU and Traxxas GRS4 Defender? It would probably run really good, but those motors are meant for competition. They're not really meant for bashing and really sustained hard driving. They do tend to heat up a little bit. So yeah, they do tend to heat up a little bit. Sam has came in. Let me see. I needed a rear bulk from Mini Nitro Inferno Kyoshi. Couldn't find one. Oh, give me a second. Come on, big boy. Let me get you out of here. The world knows who you are already. Go eat something. Good old Sam. All right. Arma Big Rock breaks all the time and is super unreliable. Well, Sean, I don't know what to say. I don't even think they make parts for that anymore, do they? Maybe they do. Busting out one hand holding a phone. Yep. How do you feel about the Castle Creation Copperhead 10 and 2850 Color Edition? That should run that truck really good. You'll have a lot of power on that. You should be good. Matt Reitz, hey Joe, if I had a brushed motor with brushless ESC, yeah, Matt. Some brushless ESCs like the Castle, you can get into them with the Castle link and actually set them up for brushed. But you can't. Don't go hooking up a brushed motor to a brushless ESC just picking two of the wires. You won't be happy with the results, and it can actually mess up the ESC. So if it's a Castle ESC, you can convert that with the firmware to run brushed. I don't know that any of the Spectrum stuff you can do that. I mentioned you should handicap yourself running a smaller tire than everyone. Yeah, I mean, I could do that, I guess. Richter, oh, come on, screen back up. Rich, I have a quick question. What screw should be used for a servo winch? Well, take a 3mm by 0.5 thread. I guess you're talking about the length of the screw. You'll have to see whatever comes through at the splines. I like to be into the threads about 8mm, 6 to 8mm, depending on the servo. Some of them they bottom out real quick, like some over the shorter thread holes and all that. Yeah, you put a long bolt in there and it bottoms out real quick. Okay, Mike Murrow. You should ask competitors what they think to even things out. What I do sometimes is sometimes I do compete with them, but I don't compete for points. I just basically compete to see where I end up. You know, which brand would you recommend for upgrading? Honcho SX10 front axle shaft. Looking to ditch the front dog bones. Just get the axial universals for it. Axial universals, like what comes in the kit, and just put them in and you're good to go. So outdoors and more, just go with that. Sand, well, that powdered dirt. It's just because, yeah, my dirt is currently rough, but takes a lot to clean it up. But we have the sand lot, bust nut. We just got to get the Outcast 8S's out there and run, right? Got to get you out of the house. I've got a Gen 7 on 2.2s with stock lengths. I feel the wheelbase needs to be extended now. Yeah, especially if you lift it up. Those links, they do this number right here. So the higher you lift that, the more those links swing down, the shorter the wheelbase gets. Yeah, you probably do need some. And plus, the taller tires kind of affect the balance of the vehicle and all that. Sorry, paddle tires. Which RC do you like them on the most? I love the voice. Oh, okay, that's what it was. DBXLE is just flat dangerous. I haven't had them on anything I didn't like yet. Also with the Proline Sand Paws, those are awesome tires too, man. They all just hook up so good. The Gregory, yeah, my kitty. Anyway, yeah, the belted, they take abuse really good. I haven't had them expand or any of that stuff, so yeah. All right, let's see if I can get on down here a little bit. I'd like to see you rip that track two-handed. Two-handed, I might be a little bit faster because I can concentrate, but I'd have to have somebody else videoing it because just a simple position on that makes for bad video, really. And then a corner shot is just boring. So, hey, Joe, so I thought I would pop in and say hi. Anything I see in December? Neglecting. Thanks for the vids. Thank you, buddy. No, they are larger tires than the 6x6. They are for a lift kit version of the tracks. Oh, okay. You got those. Okay, the Canyon 2.2s. Okay, I see what you're talking about, Rob. Pretty much I would go with a CI foam, 5.4 or 5.5 foam for those. Do the comp cut with the soft outers. What's my go-to servo for the X-Max? Buddy, I'm running stock servos in there. Stock servo in the one of them with the plastic gears. The other one is a 2085X. Thank you, Tim Clark. Thanks for all the great videos and info. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Grimger got a boogie. I think he's playing for tonight. Thanks for stopping in, Grimger. Duncan, hey man. Create RC Furfig. Hey buddy. Creighton 6S blows pins in the diffs. If you land hard, eventually turn the nut on the shock all the way down and run 100-weight diff oil. The Creighton has the same diffs as what the Mojave has in it. And yeah, I go through a lot of diffs. I've been trying to get Arthur to make us some differential gears for the Armas, the 6S, which would really help out a lot. But Arma's got what? V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, and then the EXB setups. So what I mentioned, if he makes a diff, if he can just make the diff cup and the diff gears that'll fit them all, you know, just buy that, oil them up however you want, and go with it, you know. Because it's also the same issue with the 8S stuff too. I've crunched a bunch of diff gears in those as well. What about using a head cam? Have you tried one? I have Velcroed my phone to my forehead, and it did not work out so well. Yeah. Hey Joe, what are your thoughts on Red Cat RCs by Robert Gibson? Red Cat does have some very nice RCs. I would have to go with the Wendigo. being phenomenal. Also, their Kaiju is pretty darn good as well. And they have one more that's actually really good. The others are, well, they're vehicles. The Gen 8's okay. Colby Vicari, are you keeping the shirt? Yes, I am. I'm still waiting for AliExpress or AliPress to get those gearboxes. I'm waiting for the gearboxes. 90-to-1 gearbox ratio, and they're only about $4 a box, so I guess you can't really complain. But I got 5 of them ordered, so when I break another one, at least it'll be easy for me to get to, right? Yeah, I was trying to bounce it around, and those gears, they don't like that kind of abuse very much. When you run anything outside that range that it was intended for, then of course things will wear and break prematurely. Bob is 100% correct. Joe Gertie, have Arthur make us some 24mm wideners, please. For the SCX6, well, the portals, actually the portals on that thing, they widen it by 18mm each side. So, and if you get his overdrive gears, underdrive gears, you can actually overdrive the front and back and make everything faster. Or you could underdrive the front and back and make everything faster. But now that yours is 4-wheel steering, you'll need 2 fronts. That's probably quite expensive. Yeah, it is. Looking at those, are there any other motors out there that mimic the Axe systems that are quiet? The Axe and the Spectrums are pretty much it for the FOC. You can get into the revolvers, but they still have a little bit of whine once you really spin that outdrive up. So you still get a little bit of whine there, but pretty much, I think the Tekin system, the Tekin ESCs, I think those are pretty quiet. And the noise you're hearing is the pulse width modulation frequency from the ESC. You're hearing it through the motor. Since the ESC does not have any speakers, the motor acts as the frequency generator, I guess you could say, where you hear it from. So, yeah. Some motors are louder than others, too. I have a Holmes Hobby Torque Master Magnum that is close for brushed motors, but looking for a lighter motor that mimics the Axe. If you can do brushless, and if you can wait for the new version Holmes Crawlmaster Minis to come out, get one of his revolvers. They're super quiet on takeoff, but when that thing starts to spin, you can hear it a little bit. Shiki RC and Gaming. Hey guys. All right, we are an hour and a half into this. I have a Casamamba X with a 1406 22. This is outdoors or more. Can't get a strong drag brake with all the crawler settings. Have you experienced this problem? Drag brake, all that is you're connecting the 3 wires together. You can do this. You can take the wires off, you're out of your ESC, connect them together and try to roll it. That's all the drag brake you're going to get out of it. If you need more drag brake, you got to change the gear ratio. The Axe system or the FOC actively control the rotor, and they can actually power it backwards a little bit for you to hold it on an incline. That's why they hold so well. But even then, if you go too far with the gearing, guess what? It'll start rolling as well. It's amazing shim kit that fits Arma diffs. I was asked about shim kit for Arma diffs today. Mugen makes a shim kit. Okay. Hopefully I'll remember to let him know that. Arma metal diff kit, Mugen shims. Take those shim, keep on my stock. I'm gonna be rolling nice. Okay. That's some good, that's some nice tech guy on a moose. Charles, what's your thoughts on the new Toyota body about to release from Proline? I don't know that I've seen that. Usually I find stuff on Facebook or new releases on YouTube and all that. John Doe, do you let local people on your track? I do. Sure do. I burned through 2 sets of lower arms from Vitavon from an SBR 2.0. Wow. Is there any way that design flaw is addressed? Pivot ball. I'm having the pivot ball quickly wears the aluminum pops out. Wow. I have not had that on mine. And I've got the Vitavon arms on the UDR's got a lot of time on them. Have you sent a message to Arthur saying about that? Maybe he can get you fixed up. especially if you went through 2 sets of lower arms, because I've got them on mine, but then again, I don't drive it every day. You must be driving yours a lot. I mean, metal on metal, even if it's 70-75, it's still going to get some wear. But send Arthur saying by Facebook, by Messenger, or by email. Send him some information on that. And if you need his email, email me at exocagedrc.com and I can get you his email that way. M-U-G-O. Now, I'm going to send that to him real quick. M-U-G-E 206. Shims for your Mojave. Thank you. I think that's it. Yeah, 0206. Oh, I messed up. M-U-G-E 0206. Okay, there we go. Thank you for that. Just sent him show that up right there. Add more jumps. I'm actually, as far as Colby Vickery, I'm actually planning to move the entire track. I want to get it to the whole backside, but I got to get more dirt. If not, I'll have a bad runoff problem. So I got to build all that up. But I'm actually planning to do a whole nother track. So yeah, it'll get jumps. I mean, I like the straightaways. I like the sweeping turns. I do like the jumps and all that. But, you know, I want it to flow smooth. And it took me a while to get this one to flow smooth. The dirt, it really robs a lot of power when you launch that up. Quite a lot better than Arma. I have both and Build Club. Really? Okay. Was there a reason you pinned your email address? Yes, the reason I pinned that email address, South Florida, is if somebody needs stickers or if they need to get a hold of me for a Vitavon part or piece, or like the guy that wants to get a hold of Arthur Sang and try to see about getting his arms taken care of, he can email me there nice and quick so I can get him hooked up where he needs to get for all that. Yeah, you can't tighten them. What's the best way to get a hold of you? Facebook. I'm a Green Cove. Have you been to the Exocaged RC Facebook group? Yep, I got a Facebook group. The group that I'm in locally that I post the events to is First Coast RC on Facebook. So, yeah. Vitavon rear bulkhead for it. Might just go Vitavon, avoid shims. I don't have any Vitavon parts for the Mojave right now. 6S. Sorry, guys, just talking out loud here. To tell him. Hang on a second. There we go. Maybe he'll pop in here. All right, are you picking up the BRX02? I want one, but I just haven't went for it yet. I got a few other things I want to try to get. Different design from 1.8 buggy to truggy. Drug rating. I think Arthur could design a middle axle for the 6x6 SCX6. Well, what you would have to have, Joe Girding, to do a 6x6 on that, just like with the TRX4, unless you have your pinion solid shaft going all the way through and as an output, most of them have the rear pinion on the rear diff cover, right? So it's turning in the opposite direction. So what he would actually have to make is a rear axle that would line up and be reverse rotation to make that actually work. So yeah, he'd have to be able to reverse rotation rear axle for the SCX6. And then it would have to be labeled super correctly. If not, somebody's going to buy the reverse rotation axle and, well, then they'll have some good donuts. Yeah, they're vertical and aren't adjustable. Yeah, they are. It's a solid design. Yeah, I would definitely, Mike Morrow, send me an email. Is the dirt more soft on the track? Colby Vickery, yes, the dirt is soft. Everything there is really easy to hit, and if it had a good solid clay surface, it'd be so easy to overshoot these things. but the dirt just takes so much because the chassis hits it. The chassis bottoms out when you jump, by the way, most of the time. And it just hits and just kind of has a lot of friction on it. So the dirt, it works for bashers. The X Maxes are so big it doesn't bother them. Fisker stuff doesn't be an issue. The solid axle stuff clears all the jumps good, believe it or not. Like the LMT and stuff, they clear the jumps well. Have you done any experimenting with the laptop bus nut? Believe it or not, no. What I want to do, bus nut, is get that footage back from you, get that saved to the laptop, and start messing with that. But right now, the laptop is just sitting there nice and clean, sitting there relaxing. Shane Scoville, hey, dude, I haven't heard from you in a while. What's up, man? So we are 100 minutes into this. We got about 20 minutes. Let's see if I'm going to wrap this up. See if we're going to wrap it up on time, right? 2 hours? Maybe? We'll have to see. I had a theory I could retrofit the Super Rock Wave front suspension. I bought its entirety. Well, it might go on. Are you going to open up a RC track by Torpedo Law? The track is available when I'm home. You just got to message me, Facebook, or when I have an event, I post it up and all that. So, I see RC upgrade. What chassis braces did you use for SV2? Those are the stock plastic pieces. Stock plastic pieces. Some of them, they have the little nubs on them. The alignment, got to shave that off a little bit. But Mule RC, I'm sorry, buddy, I don't have any 6S bulkheads right now. I can try to message Arthur. Maybe he's still producing. He's supposed to be working on another order for me. Maybe I can try to get you one. I can try. Or you can message him, see if he can get you one sent out. What chargers do you use or would you recommend for batteries? I use the Protec Prodigy 610. It's 400 watts, 100 watt per channel, and I use it every day. So drag brake strength on a motor is judged by connecting the 3 motor wires together. Yes, and the motor construction, the windings, the magnets, the quality of the motor construction can also have an effect on how effective it is. So basically, you take your stock motor, whatever it is, connect the 2 wires, and you put it on an incline. The detent force, that's, you know, when you spin a pinion gear, you feel it kind of bump a little bit. Well, that's the detent torque, I believe it is. So if that's enough to hold your vehicle by the weight and the gearing, then it'll hold. You know, simple as that. But if the gearing is wrong, it's going to drift. And what I've done in the past is I've actually driven with the drift in mind. With the older vehicles and all that didn't have such a good solid brake like the FOC has. And you actually just set it up like I'd run like 50% brake, so the vehicle will literally just roll on its own. Then all I got to do is steer when I'm coming down stuff. Just a thought on that. Joe, what do you think of the new Arma Fire Team? Basically, this is by Johnny Brandham. Basically, it is a it's like a Mojave with the handbrake attachment put on it. So, and it's got like the Arma, the 6S, the wide arms, the Creighton, the 6S Creighton arms on it, front and back. So it's kind of a mix of parts and pieces, but it seems like it works pretty good. 11 Charlie RC, when they had it out here bashing around with it, they put it through the ringer. They nosedived that thing. They lawn darted that thing a bunch of times, and it took it. I was impressed. I was impressed enough to throw down for that. Mike Morrow, I really don't know that he has anything for the Traxxas / 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive at all as far as what Vitavon has. But Mule, if you want to contact Arthur, by all means, go for it. If not, I can try to send him a message and see if he has any in stock, because they're about to go on their Chinese New Year, and they basically shut down for quite a while. I think 20 days or something like that. So, all right. Yeah, I love the Drivetrain Mojave FOC. Just can't beat it. Won't roll even with winch pulling. Yeah, when you got your gearing and all right, yeah, it'll definitely take care of you. Hold everything down. Kobe, are those Vitavon bead locks worth it for the money for the Mojave? I think they are, but they are only for the UDR Hyrex tires by Proline. They're built just for that. So sometimes I kind of think these stock tires have better grip than the Hyrex do. But the Hyrex are much better at taking power and speed. So they're really good at all that. It's okay if you side hit really hard with a metal wheel. You do have more of an option, more chances of bending or breaking an axle shaft. Something has to give, and you hope it's just going to be the arm or the hub or something like that. But I like them on mine. I mean, so they work pretty good for me. Hey everyone, Chinese New Year. Is the DBXLE worth the expensive price? James McDiddy. The DBXLE is a powerful monster beast. The stock ESC and motor are actually really good paired together. You can go up to 18 tooth-pin gear. The biggest issue you're going to have is with the front and rear ends. The plastic diff case that they have, the plastic bulkhead, it's not strong enough to hold that pinion and the ring gear together under hard load. It's made for the gas. The brushless is a whole different ball game, so you will skip them. So you really need a metal bulkhead, either the Vitavon one, or there's a few other lower price ones you can get that just fit into the stock housings and all that. That's a major issue, in my opinion, with the DBX Elite. Otherwise, it's an awesome thing. It's a lot of fun, put it that way. And you can go crazy with it on mods. Hey Joe, and on Troy channel, do you have any new plans for your LMT by Jeff Krause, RC Fun? Not really. The LMT is pretty much done. It's fun to go drive, and I do enjoy driving it, but I don't really have any mods planned or anything for it. I don't need a new motor for it. It's plenty strong enough. The servos are good. It's bulletproof in my opinion. The darn thing is awesome. I love driving it. Mike Moore, how delicate are those shirt parts? Well, the gearboxes are not very strong. I can tell you that right now. They don't like being bounced or beat on. You will break that gear. Exocaged, yeah. Lucas, yeah, I'm just doing 2 hours tonight. So I got about, what, 13 minutes left? So, yep. And then I got to edit together I got 3 or 4 videos I got to edit together. Get some intros, get some outros, edits and stuff like that. So, yeah, I got a little bit of work to do tonight when I get off of here. Lucas, nice videos. You got some really nice rigs. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Sherps do a lot of bouncing around. Well, I think this one is perfectly fine bouncing around in scale fashion. Not so much, I think, the way I was bouncing it around, trying to get over a pipe and just letting it hop on the back 2 tires. So that was apparently a little bit too much. But we'll see when those new gearboxes come in. Maybe the gear is a little bit stronger, but they're only $4. So, you know, they're probably not going to hold up that well. Where do you store over 50 rigs? James McD. Well, I've got some in here. I've got some out on the fireplace mantle. I got some over top of the computer in the hallway. I've got some in the dining room. There's a couple right in the living room right now. Yeah. Plus, I've got some outside in the shed. And that's where they all are. All over the place. On walls right here, on walls right there. Yeah, all over the place. I'm tempted to get rid of some furniture and put up some racks. The wife would probably not like that. But anyway. All right, Bust Nut. See you tomorrow. Will you be at work? If you are, bring that card with you. Sounds good. What's a good 2.2 tire for a trail rig? Man, I would give just about anything. I mean, the old Proline Swampers are good. Try the Proline Trenchers are really good. Try the J Concepts. What are they? Rupture 2.2. Those are probably really good. Haven't had them yet. But anyway, yeah, lots of good 2.2 tires out there. Pick what looks best for your vehicle. What do you think of the Arm of Fire team? I think it's actually really neat. Not really so sure it's worth $750 or $805 shipped, but it's a nice combination of existing parts, which means parts are available. So it's not technically, not really that bad thing by re-putting parts together and making new vehicles. All right, cool. Thank you, Bust Nut. Are you planning on having real live stream and whatnot? I'm just thinking every Tuesday, 7 to 9. Obviously, depending on what's going on, I may have to postpone or miss the week because life happens and stuff. But yeah, pretty much Tuesdays, 7 to 9 is going to be it. Joywood, who needs a couch? Yeah, I could definitely put up some racks in there and get some more vehicles in. But then I'd have racks with no vehicles on it at all. And then that gives me more incentive to fill the racks up. Yeah, it does. Carlos RC, what editing app do you use for your phones? I use iPhone with iMovie. That's the vast majority of everything. I do have a computer. Bustnut33 has loaned me his computer, and I'm thinking about getting into that a little bit with this other drive that I did about 2 months ago now. I tried to do a scale drive with the SCX6, but I need to go back and do another one with all the new stuff that I've gone on, so the wheels and all that. But anyways, best servo for axial rates spawned. Derek, buddy, if you got it in the budget, the Reese Raw 500 is amazing. I think the Power Hobby 729, I believe, is a little bit less at around 90, I believe it is. So yeah, you got some stuff from Shifts RC's got good servos. There's a bunch of good servos, especially if you start looking into servos around the $75 to $120 range. There are a lot of good servos out there. They're built well. They're just really good servos. A lot better. I mean, you could get by with like a 25 kg servo, something like that. But yeah, if you really want some speed and power, you kind of got to step it up a little bit. Later, Ashley. Joywood business expense. Yeah. I looked at, all right, we're coming up to the end of this thing, so most people won't be watching this far. I'll go ahead and tell you guys, doing all my stuff, I actually spent, not including the tractor as business expense, almost $30,000 last year, which sounds crazy, I know. But anyway, most people won't watch it afterwards at this point anyway. So yeah, still keep that our secret, right? RC Outlaw. Yeah, we got about 7 minutes left. Instead of books on the bookshelf, I've got RC. Yeah, buddy. My buddy just suggested the same thing. Have a good evening. Yes, sir, Jelly Bean. Good evening. I live in PR. Bought Rift Gorilla. Just need to buy some Vitavon diffs. You need like the axle housings or the differential gears or anything like that. I may actually have the parts you're after, and the pinned post is my email address. Send me an email, Julio Santiago. Maybe I'll have what you want in stock. Easy to blow that wad. Yeah, buddy. I spend way too much. It's crazy. Matt Harris. Does your wife RC with you? I've got one vehicle that she drives, and it's very rare to even get her outside because she just doesn't care. When she comes home and sees a whole brand new truck, she doesn't even ask me how much it costs anymore. She just looks at it and walks right on by it. Like I've got my buddy Troy's SCX6 in here. brand new, never touched the dirt. She saw it and just walked right on by it. So yeah, she doesn't even ask me about the stuff anymore. Thank goodness. Yeah. Creeper RC, your SCX is the king of all others. Buddy, it's a beast of an SCX6, let me tell you. I've still got to fix that sand paddle. I kind of messed that hex up a little bit. Evil Clown, best regards from Portugal. Hey buddy, how you doing, man? Love your enthusiasm in the intros. James McNitty. Man, the vast majority of the time, I'm as interested to see how it turns out as you guys are. I mean, really, when it comes to these tests that I do, I go in with a thought of where the wind's going to be, how the wind is going to be, and a lot of times I'm wrong. Simple as that. Now, if it comes to like testing a motor like a TRX4 21-turn Titan versus a Holmes 21-turn Trailmaster, I can already tell you the Trailmaster is just going to destroy it. Better magnets, better design. It's just such a better motor. But, most everything else is, kind of crazy. It was just a 9 PayPal credit. Guess I ain't buying parts. Yeah, Jay American, that might be a good thing, buddy. You get messed up on that way too easy. Derek Archibald, how do you do it, man? Want in on the secrets? All I got to tell you is hard work, and don't be afraid to grab a shovel. It's every day. As long as the bills are paid, the bills are paid. You got that right. So you have the best big kid playground. Thanks, Robert. That is the Exoplex. That is right in the backyard. So I guess I'm really fortunate to have friends to help me build that back there, because they are a big part of why I have that. They come over and haul rocks and pour concrete with me, and Troy, all kinds of dirt, like 20 loads of dirt. He brought his track hoe out here and cleared my property for me. I can't ask for better friends. They are just, I've got the best friends I think you could ever ask for. Really do. Guru, hit that thumbs up. Yeah, how many I got here? I got 125 thumbs up. Heck yeah. Have fun building that Midnight Pumpkin. Looking forward to seeing you, Vitavon. I don't think he does anything for Tamiya at all. Nothing. If he did, I'd be amazed. But would like to have a nice shiny back axle for that thing, wouldn't I? It'd be awesome. Every time I've thought of an RC, I come to see if you've already done it. I've done a lot of RCs, Whistling Lipo, but there's still a bunch out there. And apparently I really need to try that other one, that other Truggy. I've already forgot the name of it. Looked at it on Amazon. Let's see, which one was that one? That was, whoa, not that. Well, heck. Anyway. The Coralie. Yeah. I guess I need to try that one out. All right. Let me see. Only if you make full payment immediately out of pocket. Yeah, you can do that because like on credit cards, you usually get 30 days interest free, like your grace period and all that. So, yep, I know. Doing that, Dr. J. Having phone max, man. I think I'm going to 1/5 gas, looking for a Losi 5T. The gas is very different, Evil Clown. Will be pretty heavy. Speed Demon, you're the man. Keep up the great work. Thank you. South Florida, good night. I'm about to see you next Tuesday. Yeah, buddy. It is wrapping up, and I may actually be on time this time. Ha! Old Drill, and you caught me just at the very end, man. About to wrap this thing up. If you got a quick question, pop it out there, and I'll get you. Hopefully. There is a bit of a lag here, so we'll have to see. 130 likes. Thank you, guys. Very nice. So, old myth, old drilling. I want more ecto content. There you go. Like what? I mean, I've done just about everything I can think of with that. All right, oil drilling. Thank you, buddy. And I've got it powered the way I want it to be. It's servoed. It's got full home system in it. Everything is just awesome. So, but anyway, guys, 15 seconds. Guys, going to go ahead and wrap this up actually on time tonight, which is good because I got work in the morning at 5:30. I got to get up. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Tonight was just awesome. Thank you guys so much. And I guess talk to you later and catch you later. Later, Joy Wood. Awesome having you here. USTE, I am ready. Taking the day off Wednesday to load up so I can be there Thursday morning, by the way. Yeah, gonna be there. All right, burnt my other X-Max. Not sure on that one, buddy. But anyway, guys, catch you guys later. I am out of here. Now, I've got to reach up here and get the thing turned off. Later, guys.